Today we are ready with a new chapter of English Reader, chapter number 10, The Fisherman's Greedy Wife. Fisherman, the one who catches fish in the sea. And the story is written by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Now let's read the story, and side by side I'll keep telling you the new words, the meanings of the new words that we come across. Long, long ago, in the days of witches and fairies, spells and wishes being granted, there lived a poor fisherman with his wife in a small hut close to the sea. The fisherman worked hard at sea all day long, but generally never caught any fish. They spent their days in poverty. Here, witches, we all know that all those women who have magical powers, though fairies also have magical powers, but witches basically have magical powers with bad intentions, wrong intentions. And spells means to control or influence somebody by chanting mantras. And wishes is grants. So in the days of witches and fairies where grants and spells were so common, there lived a poor fisherman also who had nothing, who was never granted anything by any fish, by any fairy or any witch. And he used to work very hard at the sea to catch any fish, but he rarely got any, and so he was poor. Poverty means without any money to live. Now let's read on. One day the fisherman felt a tug at his net and pulled it into his boat. Tug here means a pull, a hard pull. Means he had to pull tighter, very hard his net, and he pulled it into his boat. He was overjoyed. He was very happy, that means. He was overjoyed at the sight of a very large fish. As he took the fish out of the net, the fish spoke. Please don't kill me. I am an enchanted prince. So as the fisherman took out the fish out of the net, the fish spoke out. Okay, please don't kill me. I am a spelled prince. Means I have been turned into a fish, but earlier I was a prince. I can help you with whatever you want. The fisherman let the fish go into the sea and went home empty-handed as usual. The wife yelled at him, means screamed at him, and could not stop her flow of angry words till he told her about the fish. So he told her that what had happened, and he had caught a large fish. She again yelled at him, saying, You foolish man, knowing our poor condition, you should have asked the fish for help. Now go back to the same spot and say to the fish, Change our tiny house into a fine cottage. So she asked him to go and ask for something from that fish. So the next day he went back to the sea and called out to the fish. The fish appeared almost at once. The fish said, Go back home and you will find your wife sitting in a cottage. So that means the fish granted his desire. And it was as the fish said. They also had fat laying hens and a shed full of grains, but his wife was not satisfied. So when he reached home, he saw that instead of a dirty hut, there was a fine cottage, and the fish had also granted them fat egg-laying hens, and also a storehouse was there full of grains. She kept behind him to go back to the fish to give them a castle. Now she wants a castle instead of cottage. Weeks went by, and even though the fisherman was quite content with the cottage, his wife wanted more. So he went back to the fish, and the fish granted them a castle. So he went back to the fish and asked them for a castle, and she gave it to him. The greedy wife now started forcing the fisherman to go back and ask the fish for a palace and to make her the queen. More greed, more greed, more greed. He went again to the fish with his wife's request, and the fish said, So be it. So the fish agreed to his wish of having a palace with his wife as the queen. The fisherman went back to see a palace in the place of the castle with sentries guarding the gate, and his wife on the throne with a crown on her head. Here sentries mean men guarding the castle or men guarding the person who is at a high post. In Hindi we call it santris. Here it is sentries. The greedy foolish woman stood up when the fisherman said to her, Are you content now? means are you happy now? Content means happy, satisfied. She said, no, I want to be the empress. Now she wants to be the empress. The fisherman did not want to ask the fish for any more favors. But his wife threatened to have his head cut off, so he went back to the fish. But the fisherman's wife threatened him, means she scared him that if he does not go to the fish again to ask for the thing, she will get his head cut off. The fish once again did what he asked, and she became the empress. The fisherman, on seeing his wife, now the empress, said, "You must be quite content now that you are the empress." To which she replied, "I am the empress, no doubt, but I still can't control the wind and the waves. Go tell the fish to make me equal to God." Oh my, now look at the greed of this woman. She wants to control the wind and the waves of the sea. She wants to be equal to the God. And this is what she's telling the fisherman to go and ask the fish for. The fisherman trembled at his wife's words, means he shook with fear. He was shivering with fear. He went to the sea and hesitatingly and whispered his wife's wish to the fish. Now he was very scared and very hesitated to ask the fish for this, but since his wife had threatened him to cut off his head if he doesn't follow, so he went and asked the fish to fulfill his wife's desires. On hearing his words, a fierce storm arose, and the fish said, "Go home and you will find your wife sitting in the old pigsty." The greedy woman got what she deserved. So at this the fish also got angry, and a fierce storm arose, and she took away what all she had granted. And that fisherman again lay, the fisherwoman, the wife of the fisherman, again lay in that same old pigsty, a dirty, very dirty house. Pigsty means a house where pigs stay. The house of a pig is called as a sty. So now his house became dirtier than before also, and now it was like a sty. And the fisher and the greedy woman got what she actually deserved. She never deserved to be good or to get some good things in life. She deserved this and she got it. So whatever your doubts are, please write them in the comment box. And if you like the video, please press the like button and also share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe it to get more. Thank you. Bye-bye.